So I have a almost 5-year-old and an almost 3-year-old, and neither of them have ever been on an antibiotic. That's not to say that if I were to take them to the doctor, that a doctor would have said they needed one from time to time. So that's the fear for most moms is, well, the doctor always knows. And I'm not opposed to doctors either. Let's just say that. I think doctors are great. And there's a time and a place for antibiotics, and there's a time and a place for needing Western medicine. But because we've been able to avoid antibiotics in our family, that's kept us healthier. So here's the issue with antibiotics. You get on an antibiotic, and it fights off whatever you need it to fight off. First off, antibiotics are not even really antiviral, and most of what we have going on this time of the year is viral, okay? So a lot of the time, you can't even use an antibiotic. An antibiotic won't do anything for you. But when it's bacterial, an antibiotic can help you. But what happens is that your body can build a resistance to the antibiotic, okay? So, for example, like antibiotics that they prescribe all the time for kids, right? Like the more gentle ones and all that. They then bacteria becomes resistant to the antibiotics. So the issue there is that then when you get sick again, which you more often do after having an antibiotic, because when an antibiotic is taken, it depletes your immune system because it's getting rid of everything. It doesn't just get rid of the bad. It has to get rid of everything and deplete all of your healthy digestive things, which is where your immune system is in the lining of your digestive system. And so when that's depleted, then it makes you more susceptible to get sick again, and especially with the same thing. So, for example, if you get, like I hear people saying this a ton right now, oh, it's okay, it's just my annual strep, my annual sinus infection, or whatever. Like I get it every year. The reason is because when you get an antibiotic, then your body can easily get it again. And you'll see this a lot with kids. They get an ear infection, and then they have an ear infection again like 2 weeks after the antibiotics are over. And I strongly believe that's because of the antibiotic weakening their immune system, and then the antibiotic not being strong enough to actually help fight off the infection. So if that's you, if you are always sick, the same thing, the exact same thing, and it happens right away, or your kid always is, then I want to just share with you some of our routine we do for prevention, for preventing the need for antibiotics. And then also what we do instead of antibiotics. Because like I said, there's been times, like I know both of my kids have had probably one ear infection, because we do stay really pretty healthy. But when they do get something, we can naturally get rid of it too. And I'm so thankful for that, because then they don't have to, there's no resistance being built up. They're not going to get the same sickness again right away. They stay healthier. It saves me going to the doctor, getting around more germs, co-pays, just the whole hassle, right? So it saves me tons of time and money to be able to stay away from antibiotics. So first off, starting with prevention, nutrition is really important. We are on the road a lot. You guys know that. So we are not the healthiest people around. Don't let us fool you. I eat out all the time. I'm just like you. Okay. So actually you guys are probably healthier than me. So it's really important that we are supplementing, okay? And I was never a supplement person. I do not like taking pills, but supplementing is so important. So my husband and I both take every single day a multivitamin and a fish oil. And a fish oil is huge. If you don't know about fish oils, there's tons of benefits to these. But one of the biggest ones is that it boosts your immune system. So in the supplement that I take, this is from doTERRA. This is a whole food multivitamin, which means that it's got whole foods in it that I'm not eating every day, like kale and cabbage and gosh, I don't even know, spinach, right? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I eat those things and that's great. But this is like just as good for me to get some of those really good antioxidants and that type of thing. Now on this one, this is our fish oil, which fish oil is so important for you too, for tons and tons of things. Like I said, all kinds of health things. And I'm not going to get into that right now because I just want to talk about the immune side of it. The other really cool thing about our fish oil is that it has essential oils in it that are naturally immune boosting. So, for example, it has clove. Clove is one of the most antioxidant oils there is. Tons and tons of antioxidants. I think it's like 40 times what a pound of blueberries has in it or something. So clove essential oil is amazing. That's why you hear a lot of people talking about holiday like drinks and things like that for your throat. Clove is numbing. Clove is just amazing for immune boosting. And that also happens to be in some of our really cool immune oils like On Guard. But then you also have frankincense in here, you guys. Frankincense is an amazing, amazing immune boosting essential oil. Obviously, one that we are highly sought after, that was given to baby Jesus. So I love that. And so we're taking oils like that every day. Some of the other ones in here are thyme, cumin, orange, peppermint, ginger. Ginger's amazing too. Caraway, and chamomile. So immune properties for sure in my supplements, which I love. And it's filling in the gaps that I'm not getting with what we eat every day. So that's what Zach and I do. Then for our kids, we have the exact same thing, but in the kids version. So this is the kids whole food multivitamin, and this is the kids omegas. Okay, so the omegas, like I said, are so good for so many things, brain health and all kinds of things, but also immune boosting. The kids omega supplement does not have all the same essential oils that the adults do, because they're not recommended for internal use for ages under the age of 6. But there is wild orange in here, which citrus oils are safe for your little ones. So wild orange is hugely immune boosting. So they're getting wild orange as well as their fish oil. And then they're getting a whole food multivitamin too. This is a chewable, tastes like watermelon. My kids love it. And this chewable has the same kind of whole foods in it, like what we're getting, which is, things that your kids probably won't eat. So I love looking at that. Okay, like the greens that are in it, broccoli, carrots, spinach, really cool, okay? So these two are really important for supplementing my kids' diets, which they are even more picky than us, so it's really important. Other thing that I like to do is Juice Plus. If you've never heard of Juice Plus, I have an amazing friend who does it, and I can tag her in this post if you guys are interested. This gives my kids an extra boost of other immune things. It's whole food as well. These are gummies, chewable gummies, but some of the things in here that I absolutely love, one of them is elderberry. If you've never heard of elderberry, it is so good for you. It's so good for immune boosting this time of the year. A lot of people buy elderberry syrup. You can give your kids the syrup. I love the gummies, and I love these because there's also blueberry, cranberry, raspberry, blackberry, blackcurrant, grape, pomegranate, all kinds of other really good immune things in here. And this actually is like 80% vitamin C. So vitamin C, another huge immune boosting thing. My kids love these. They think they're a treat. So I do these for my kids too. And then we also do a probiotic. My husband and I do a probiotic that we swallow in a capsule that I love. And then my kids do a powdered probiotic. And those are also from doTERRA that you can just easily take every day. And a probiotic helps replenish the healthy enzymes and probiotics that are in your gut. So a healthy gut means that you're going to have a healthy immune system, like I said. So it's really important to be doing probiotics too. And you can be eating foods that are naturally have probiotics in them, like fermented foods, even like yogurt. If you like kefir or kombucha, I love those too. But I still also recommend an extra supplement. Our kids' probiotic tastes like candy, but it's sugar-free, so that's great too for the kids to be able to be getting the probiotic. So that's kind of what we're doing in terms of supplementing with our diet. And now, or adding to our diet to be preventing antibiotics. I want to talk about a couple other things I do to prevent the need for antibiotics. So germs, bacteria, all this stuff, right? It's everywhere. So a couple things that we do every day, my husband and I, the On Guard beadlets. I love these. So On Guard is our protective blend. It is our blend that's full of those essential oils I was talking about earlier. So it has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And these are oils that are immune boosting, that are antibacterial, antiviral, and taking one of these little beadlets is like less than a drop of the oil. So these are amazing to use. Just pop one in your mouth. They're teeny tiny. I wish you guys could see them. It's probably kind of hard to see, but teeny tiny, like so small, so easy. You can swallow it. You can pop it in your mouth if you like the taste of like cinnamon. It tastes kind of like a strong, like an Altoid cinnamon. But doing a couple of these every day. I've done challenges with like teachers and friends that are around sick kids or nurses where they take these every day. And I say, tell me if you get sick as much as you usually do when you're taking these every day. And they don't. So love the On Guard beadlets. These stay in my car, in my purse, diaper bag, wherever. Like we have them all over so we remember to take one or two. You can take a few a day. You can take, really can't overdo it. If I'm around someone sick, we'll do even more. But every day, keeping you healthy, giving yourself extra boost of those oils. And for my kids, since they can't do it internally, the On Guard Touch. So this is the same oils, the protective blend of immune boosting essential oils. And with my kids, I roll it down their spine or put it on the bottoms of their feet every day. So that's the way that it absorbs into their body. And that has always blown my mind, and it still does, but it actually works just as good or even better for them to just have the oils put on them, because when they're put on their skin, they're absorbed right into their bloodstream. Just like when I take a pill, it has to actually go through my digestive system and get absorbed, right? But this one goes right into their bloodstream and instantly is helping them to stay healthy as well. So every single day, On Guard on my kids, I try to remember to just put it down their spine, keep it in the car too, so that I can do it before church or before a play date or after, just whenever. As much as we can, we'll do up and down their spine really easy with the On Guard for them. The other thing that I love is this On Guard hand sanitizer, because we're at the grocery store or wherever we are, I constantly am spraying their hands and just killing germs, and killing germs naturally this way. So this is something else that I like to keep with me everywhere. Spray down the cart, spray down the table where you're eating, wherever all those germs are. And there's crazy germs and crazy things going around. And On Guard has been proven to kill some of the craziest viral things that have gone around. So I do not have fear because I have On Guard. On Guard everything, right? The other thing that I have is the On Guard hand wash. This comes in like a foaming pump like this. It's so nice being in a camper. I can reach everything because it's such a tiny space. So like this, On Guard foaming hand soap. Love this. We're always washing our hands or whatever. And when we wash our hands with those antibacterial hand soaps, they're actually really bad for you, and they're getting rid of the healthy bacteria on your hands. And On Guard does not. Same with the hand sanitizer. It's not harming the good things that are on your hands, which actually just weakens your immune system when you're using something like that. Those antibacterial hand soaps, not good. And this smells good. This smells like holidays. So this foaming hand soap is amazing too, to just when you're home, be washing your hands with it. I clean my house with On Guard. I diffuse On Guard. You can see my diffuser going right now. I actually have On Guard going with Douglas Fir, so it smells kind of like Christmas because I'm ready for Christmas. But On Guard in my diffuser, a few drops all day long, and that is killing germs in the air. We're breathing it in. It's helping us stay healthy. I have my car diffuser, so when we're out, I'm diffusing On Guard too, just constantly diffusing On Guard this time of the year, because that is the best way to prevent the need for antibiotics, to prevent you from getting sick, right? Any of the little funk. And then if you do get sick, I want to tell you guys a few of the things that we do use. Now, as soon as I am like even around somebody sick, Zach and I, we take what's called the On Guard Plus soft gels. Now, Zach has a really cool testimony that probably a lot of you guys have heard about. He took one of these and was around somebody like face to face, his physical therapist working on his wrist, and she had the flu and was coughing all over him and stuff, and he didn't get the flu. So I have been around tons of people with the flu this time of the year, because I usually get calls saying, I'm sick, what do you have? And I deliver these to people. And I love giving these to people who have the flu or are sick or whatever, because they tell me, oh my gosh, I'm better so much sooner. I feel so much better, right? Because this naturally works with your body at a cellular level, and they're antiviral. So when you have something like the flu, you go to the doctor and they say, there's nothing we can do for you. You have to rest. And you have to drink lots of fluids because your body has to fight off the virus. So these just support your body to fight off the virus. And you know what happens when you support your body to fight off the virus? Your body becomes resistant to it. And I can just firsthand tell you, like, every year I was that person, like I was saying earlier, that got strep or got something. And in the last almost 5 years now, 4.5 years of using oils and a few of these other things I'm sharing, supplements and all that, I have not had anything. And I get around people with the flu all the time. I get around people that are sick. I might get a little cough from time to time, but I have not had anything serious. If I even start to get a sore throat, I can just gargle some On Guard, and it's the next day I'm better. It's amazing. So my body has built up its immune system because I've not had the need for antibiotics, and I haven't had to deplete my immune system with things. So when you take these are actually not just On Guard, but they also have an essential oil called Melissa, which is lemon balm, which is amazing. And they have an essential oil called black pepper in them. And these two are so, so strong for antiviral. And then it also has oregano, which oregano is what I like to call the natural antibiotic. Oregano is stronger than amoxicillin. It works amazing. I use it for everything. I use it for my animals. We use it for ourselves, for our kids. And that's one of the main reasons that we haven't had the need for antibiotics, even if we were sick. So when you're taking these, they're just instantly going and getting rid of any bacteria or any virus that's in your body. So These are huge, 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 okay, for adults. They can swallow. These are small, but I get around somebody sick. That's what's great is it's not as strong as antibiotic. It's not going to hurt you. You know, you don't have to take it for a week or whatever. So I can take one just as prevention. But I also will take these, see they're tiny, when we are sick. And we'll take, you know, up to 2 a day, and we'll take them for pretty much until we feel better. So if we have anything going on, a cough, we'll take some of these. Even just when we fly or travel, preventatively, we'll take one of these. Zach and I will. So for my kids, the same oils that are in this, they get, but they get in a roller, just like I was saying with the On Guard, because they can't have them internally. So this is an oregano roller is what it says, but I have opened it up and added the other oils to it and mixed what I like to call flume, because it is frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and melaleuca. And that's kind of our flu balm. So if any kind of sickness comes around, my kids are around, whatever, or they're starting to have a cough, they're starting to have anything, then I start doing not just the On Guard on their feet and down their backs, but I do this blend down their feet and down their backs. So I'll tell you one more time what's in it. Frankincense, king of oils, amazing, antiviral, antibacterial, can cross the blood-brain barrier, huge, huge oil to have around, okay? So that's in it, F. And then the L, flume, the L is lemon. Lemon is a natural decongestant. It's a natural antihistamine. So this is amazing for a lot of the like respiratory type things that we get this time of the year too. So, and then lemon is also very antibacterial and antiviral. And then On Guard, of course, is our protective blend that I talked about earlier with the cinnamon, clove, rosemary, eucalyptus, and wild orange. And then oregano, our natural antibiotic. Okay, remember this is stronger than the average, like amoxicillin or something they would give your kids, but stronger in the way that it works better, but not stronger in the way that it's harder on your body. You don't have to, you know, replenish again. It never hurts to do probiotics, but you aren't gonna have to replenish again after using oregano. I use this on my animals. I use this for everything, you guys. It is amazing. So oregano, and then melaleuca. And melaleuca is also known as tea tree oil. So this is a very amazing antiviral, antifungal, anti-everything oil too. So another really strong, really good one to have around and to use internally for adults and topically in the roller for kids. So that's my flume balm. And the other thing I like to add in when we aren't feeling good, of course, all the other stuff I shared, we're still doing too. But I am a big fan of colloidal silver. If you guys have never heard of this, colloidal silver, it tastes like nothing, but you can put it just right on your tongue. And it's another really huge immune support thing. And so I'll add this in for myself, and I may add this in for my kids too, to use internally. One other thing I really like for something like an ear infection is garlic. I don't have that on me right now, but I've used it before. Garlic. You can use real garlic. So you can put garlic into your foods and things like that, but you can also use the garlic oil. And I've used garlic oil and had huge success with that for adding to my kids when they are sick. So for ear infection, I used this for them. If they have fever, peppermint is amazing too. Peppermint down the spine will naturally get rid of a fever. So a fever reducer is a different soapbox. I won't get on that one since we're talking about antibiotics today. But peppermint can naturally reduce a fever without the need for a fever reducer. So anytime my kids have fever, I go for peppermint down the spine, and then I add in oregano down the spine, because fever is a sign that their body is fighting off a virus or a bacteria, right? So, but then the garlic, I did actually in their ears. You can also do around their ears. You can do like olive oil, and you can do oregano, things like that for ear infection. So there's tons and tons of things you can do. Don't run to the doctor. I know it's hard, but prevent yourself and your family from having to use antibiotics if you can. And then when you're ready, if you are sick, I would love to help you guys with all the different things we've done and tried and used over the last 4.5 years, and how it's helped us not have to have antibiotics. And I'm so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful for oils and also these other natural things that we've had. And I mean, a couple other things that obviously always help is sugar. Sugar is a huge immune depleter. And so I try not to be the crazy sugar Nazi lady, but I try to cut back sugar, especially if I feel like they're fighting something off, my kids. So we don't do a lot of sugars, especially not refined sugars that are really hard on their immune system. But we also, when they are sick, I try to then do no sugar, so that their body can fight everything off, because sugar just makes it harder for your body to fight off those things. And the other thing I really like is chiropractic care. If you have never been to a chiropractor, I absolutely love that and believe in that for things like helping with the drainage from their ears, like with fluid and keeping your body healthy. So there's tons and tons of things you can do, but I just wanted to hop on here in honor of Antibiotic Awareness Week and just share with you guys just how thankful I am that we haven't had to have antibiotics, and how thankful I am for all these products. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message or comment, and I would love to help you try some of these. Thanks, guys.